Hello, this is Elena of Joygasm.me. Today we are jamming on the short version of Matt Kahn's video, Soulmates and Twin Flames Redefined. And this is a fantastic talk because I definitely identify it as having been in a twin flame relationship that turned abusive. And I feel like at the time I was studying Abraham Hicks material, and they basically said, be as positive as you possibly can, don't look at the negative stuff, focus will yourself into better feeling things, and nowhere along the line did they say, and if you're in an abusive relationship, get the fuck out. Matt says this really powerfully a couple of times. He says, it is no longer appropriate for us to treat our home situations that are abusive as ashrams. It is not the space to find more love and acceptance, more love and acceptance, more love and acceptance when relationships turn abusive. This is a really important message and a really important thing for people to hear, especially if they're in relationships that they feel have overstayed their usefulness, and this would be a lot of people who are in relationship, but because of financial constraints, etc., they're still in these relationships. Now, one of the key things that he says is that the difference between a soulmate relationship and a twin flame relationship is that twin flame relationships come in hot, heavy, fiery. You make plans, you plan futures together well before it makes sense to, and you jump into these relationships head first because they have really powerful transformation to offer you, and it's basically the universe giving you an opportunity to transmute all of the places where you don't fully love yourself into self-love as fast and as powerfully as possible, and that you can stay in these relationships and go into these relationships knowing that might be what they are, knowing they may be a soulmate relationship, they may transform into a soulmate relationship, but they might be a twin flame that's just really, really intense experience for you. And as a result of this, it's okay to be in those relationships until they hit the point of abuse. And the moment you begin to experience abuse in these relationships, that's the moment you get out. And once you say, no, I'm not accepting this in my life anymore, this is not a part of my experience, then the soul contract that you had with that person becomes instantly null and void. And I was like, oh, that's so powerful. I really needed to hear that. It was really helpful. From there, he talks about soulmates, and that the soulmate relationship is a really powerful, beautiful expression of love, of connection, and that in these things, the growth that happens is still very powerful and very poignant, but it happens gracefully, gently, with a lot of love, a lot of communication. Maybe you have an argument and then you talk about it and it resolves itself, and it becomes a very easy and peaceful way of transforming things, and that these relationships do not become abusive because they are soulmate relationships and they're very peaceful and loving. He also said that you will continue to attract twin flame relationships until you begin to love yourself. And when you come into a place of looking for a relationship or being open to a relationship from a place of complete and utter self-love, then you are in the space to be your own soulmate first, and then you can start attracting soulmate and soul family, people who are very supportive and loving and allow you to transform in this way. Until then, you will continue attracting twin flame energy, which will speed your evolution and head you towards that, but will be probably painful and difficult along the way because you are lacking the core component of self-love. And he teaches this form of I love yous, and I teach a form of I love yous, so I was like, it's perfect. If you want to check out my version of I love yous, head over to joygasm.me/love and check it out. This has been Elena, short and sweet personal evolution for those who don't have time. Have a beautiful day. Bye.